There was a special rule in the brothel. All the girls on the day of their coming-of-age ceremony had to hold an auction, and after 12 years of caring for her legs, it was finally Violet's turn. The brothel was unusually lively that day. 14-year-old Violet was as beautiful as a blooming flower. She wore a pure white veil. Fireworks danced at her fingertips. In that moment she was not a girl, nor was she a woman. She was desire itself, and as her tender red lips gently parted, all the men who saw her seemed to fall under a spell. But when the opening bid was called at $10, the crowd instantly descended into chaos. Some even bid recklessly. If the scene hadn't gotten out of control, Violet wouldn't have been sold for just $400, but she was already satisfied. It was just that on her way upstairs, the look she gave photographer Locke was unclear whether it was pride or disappointment. Just like that, Locke stayed downstairs the entire night. No one noticed when he left, but at the celebration banquet the next day, Locke suddenly appeared and caught a little bird that had accidentally flown in. Violet helped him release the bird. The two of them watched quietly. Neither of them spoke, and on that same day, her mother suddenly told her she was getting married, but she hid Violet's existence. She could only take her infant son.
What's up?
Daddy, our train leaves in half an hour.
Violet saw the so-called father. He looked honest and simple. Most importantly, he was not only a wealthy businessman, but also didn't mind her mother's background. Just like that, Violet watched her mother and little brother leave, while she returned to the brothel. But luckily she had grown up here. Even without her mother, she still had a group of mothers, and a bunch of playmates who also grew up in the brothel. But after all, she was only 14. As time passed, she inevitably thought of her mother. To fill the emptiness inside, she placed all her feelings onto photographer Locke, and in Locke's eyes, Violet was like a goddess. He couldn't bear to touch her, but he found it even harder to resist her. Thankfully his literary nature brought him back to reason, but young Violet didn't understand. Seeing him photograph other women, she couldn't help feeling disappointed, so she stepped in front of the camera to interrupt, and after being driven away, Violet became even more certain of what she felt. She believed Locke photographed them because he liked them, so in her stubbornness she ran to the stables and seduced a boy who had also grown up in the brothel. But this scene was discovered by the madam. To teach Violet a lesson, the madam ordered her to be locked in the dark room and whipped her with a lash. But even so, Violet still refused to give in after coming out.